points. Look at this one. It's got a double window. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Thanks for watching. If you are watching this for the first time, my name's Abram, this is Delta. We are normally homesteading 80 acres in the Ozarks, but because of this time now, things are a little slow. There's less things available, you know, around with the stores and everything. And of course, a lot of things are still under quarantine. So we've been trying to stay busy. And with all that, there's been a ton of rain. It's rained the last 2 days. And I think today is called for a sunny day, or partly sunny day, almost 80 degrees, with 4 more days of rain following. So we decided that it was time to break our cabin fever and go do something fun for a change. One of the reasons that we moved to Arkansas is that it's a really interesting place, lots of resources. Arkansas is the only state in the union that has a diamond mine that's actually open to the public. You can also dig quartz crystals here in Arkansas, so that's one of my favorite things to do. I've done some research and I've got a digging spot that is about 3 hours away, and you know, some old mines, not the kind that you pay to go in and scrape through people's tailings, but you'll see it's much more remote, and I get to find my own, and I've usually done really well. So I thought today would be a great day to do that, and I can show you guys something else that I'm interested in, and you can take a look at it. I can show you maybe how to clean up the rocks and everything. So anyway, we're just gonna take a drive. We got about almost 3 hours to get down to the Ouachita National Forest, down closer to Hot Springs. Not quite to Hot Springs, it's north of there. But we're gonna head down there and see if we can't find some crystals and enjoy a beautiful sunny day. Thanks for coming along. You should take a look at some of our other videos. I think we almost have 30, and you'll see the process of you know, us getting to this point in the build and clearing out the land. We started with nothing, just raw land, and you know, here pretty soon we're gonna have electric and water, and we're gonna be able to move down to the property and start building. So I'd appreciate a like on the video, and you know, subscribing to the channel, and you know, we're still gaining popularity, so if you could share it with some of your friends, that would be really cool if they're interested in any of this kind of stuff. We usually try to put out at least 1 video a week, and I'm hoping to up that in the future. My next video ought to be about building a hydraulic ram pump. I ordered all the parts, and I'm doing it to a different kind of size, so they were harder to find, and I'm waiting for some of that stuff to come in, and I'll show you how I do it, and I'll show you how I pump water up about 300 feet of my canyon to my homestead. She's dropping her coat, first flying everywhere these days. Okay, we're headed up the mountain now. Pile of tailings. I don't like to mess around in here. I like to go where the good stuff is. It's really started warming up. It's gonna be a hot one today. Humid as anything, I bet. But we're gonna get off into here. Somebody said that before. You can see that milky quartz. I go further down. It shows me that I'm on the right track. There's like a little baby clear crystal. So I like to get in there. So eventually this will all be dug out. And it's steep. I'm standing on an edge. That's it. So we'll get into this. Right here. We don't know what it'll look like until we get it out. Yeah. Lots of points. Not the prettiest one in the world, but it'll probably clean up. We got some good points. You have to see how they hang upside down. So the further I get back in here, hopefully the more of these big beautiful ones that are undisturbed I'll get to. I love it when I find them hanging upside down intact. Hope I can show it to you. I dug this out. Wasn't really happy with stuff I was getting, so I started over there. I've been finding some good points. Don't let me fool you. How steep this is. Holy cow. This is that point I just found. Has a big window, you can tell. It's still a really awesome piece. A bunch of other ones too. I'll get back at taking this. So this is how I do it. I'm not sure if anybody else does it differently. I see a lot of people sifting through tailings, and for me, I just rather dig into the side of the mountain. It's a lot more effort, but I seem to get much better specimens. I'm a little muddy. She's frustrated that all the rocks are going down there and she can't chase them. Some of them are really big. You're a good girl. Well, I just had a water break. Found a new spot that I'm gonna dig. See, when I'm looking for a place, I like to find a place that already naturally goes in, and you can see you can kind of see how it hollows out. The bigger rocks that come down, that's, for me anyway, I usually get into bigger crystals that way. You'd be surprised that just by hand I can dig this whole thing out, and the only thing that's really holding this thing together is roots, a little bit of dirt, and you just gotta feel for the crystals. I like these gloves. These are Carhartt gloves. They fit really tight, and because the rubber, they keep my hands pretty dry. I can feel the sharpness of the crystals if they're hanging down. You gotta be careful because one time I almost had to get stitches. They'll cut you really deep if you get some good ones. So this is my third little pit. I've done pretty good so far. So we're just gonna keep going. That one's over there, restless. I don't know if you can see how pretty this is. There's a great view. I'm gonna try to take a long four-wheeler ride after this and see about filming it. That's how I get rid of the rocks. This is just milky quartz. Looks like it's gonna stay. So it's time to get back at it. I wish you could dig. Wish you could dig rocks. I never really explored up here too much with my four-wheeler, and I started taking trails, and man, it's cool. I want to show it to you. Path trail, and I got some nice big ones. Real pretty ones. I wanted to get some for my garden, and I wanted to get one for my friend Danny for his flower garden. Now I've got a couple of buckets, about half full each. All in all, not a bad haul. I got these points. Look at this one. It's got a double window. That's a really substantial rock. This one's cool too. But I've got all of these points, and I've got that cluster, and I've got another cluster. This one's gonna be just crystal clear. Once it has a lot of detail in there. I got these for landscaping and stuff. And I've got still another couple buckets of ones I gotta go through, so I'm gonna go ahead and pack it up and head on back to the ranch.